Hey, y'all, I'll be reacting to Rust of Armor episode 2. And I'm excited. No, I can't even. No, I can't even lie. I can't. No, I'm not going to say I'm excited to react to this piece of fucking crap. I am. No. I'm going to react to this piece of crap in 1, 0, and go. Yeah, I'm not even going to fake it for this one. I'm not even going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm excited. No, this series don't deserve it. You know, the animation's so bad, it doesn't even look like this dude's hurt at all. So it looks like some of the soldiers are ready for the dance when you see some of them with like poses like that. It looks so fucking awful. I'm assuming the armor for his face is meant to protect his face and gets sliced by a blade. That's my guess. I gotta be, who's ever in that armor is pretty strong, considering the mobility they've got while wearing that heavy-looking armor. Huh. I kind of like the spark effects coming from the blades as they collide. At the very least, in that shot, there's some... Okay, I gotta admit, the night sequences actually look good. At least until you see the CGI human models. They look like absolute dog shit again. But at least the background art in this series can look good sometimes. What is that something like on a fucking smoke screen? Oh. I thought for a second he had some kind of smoke screen or some shit. I think he was gonna run away like that, but you know what? Okay, I guess. But in saying that, isn't that kind of bad writing though? Because why would the antagonist let the dude escape with his friends? Shouldn't the knight in armor have gone after his opposition? Why let your opposition escape with 2 bodies? Literally, he could have caught up with him. We saw that this knight was with the armor was fast, considering he was keeping up with his movements. And we're talking about a guy that was carrying 2 heavy bodies. That's all I was thinking. Was he going to utilize a smoke screen or a smoke bomb or something to try to buy time? I don't remember how I think I gave episode 1 a 3 out of 10. Anime at OG. But so far, this episode's also looking as bad as episode 1. I mean, you're already getting bad writing because, like, how in the fuck? Who in the writing stuff thought it was a good idea? Anime at OG and everyone else? Who thought it was a good idea to have the antagonist let one of the protagonists escape with 2 of his friends without mustering up any resistance at all? That just sounds like shitty writing. So already, Anime at OG, this episode's looking like it might actually be worse than episode 1. I mean, this episode already has its antagonist that seemed like it had potential already acting stupid. Already. And it's just the first scene. That's like the most embarrassing part for the episode. And I'm just getting started because it's only like 3 minutes and 22 seconds into the damn episode, too. I mean, hey, the only thing you can really do is just practice and train a little bit more. And you know the thing about the animation that pisses me off? You don't see any bruises on his body. Which it would have made his loss more intense if we would have saw some bruises because we'd be like, oh, he took battle damage from this battle. Here it's like it looks like a guy who just got out of fucking partying instead of a guy that got out of a life and death of battle against a pro. It really, really lowers the intensity of the series. And that's why when it comes to anime, visuals are important because visuals are part of storytelling. If they're bad, it's going to be hard to get into anything in a narrative. I gotta admit though, aside from the backwards looking good, the food that look good actually. I just wish they put as much effort into the food and backgrounds as they did into the freaking characters designs though. That's true. It'd be because he'll easily process the information if he's got food in his stomach. That's a pretty damn cool name, Sabiiro. I mean, why not? I mean, he was probably just walking around and saw that they needed help. That's my guess. I'm assuming our boys don't. Yeah, because the food looks good, I admit, OG. That's about one of the few things that looks good. The food. It's a shame everything else in this episode, animated OG, so far looks like a dumpster fire. Oh yeah, I've read up on this when it comes to the conquistadors. And at least now we know the main antagonistic group that they're dealing with at the very least. Damn. And I like how it adds a bit of urgency into the series. Seeing how far the conquistadors have gone and wrecking every little thing around them. But they're outnumbered, though. And the conquistadors have better equipment, too. Like armor, they seem like they have better weapons, too. And that's where Sober is coming from, but a loss like that, no one's going to recover from that pretty easily. But I can see where he's coming from, though. You know, Magochi does have to. He does have to take that in eventually. Damn, he those no punches. And you know what? It's good that Magochi hears this so that he can improve. But this guy needs to learn the truth, though. Oh. Good, I'm glad he's putting both of these boys to task. And he knows he can't kind of argue against him because Sabiro's doing nothing but speaking the facts. He's not going to be able to land that blow. Yeah, Sabiro looks like he has a lot more experience in fighting, too. Yeah, that order actually looks kind of cool there. Again, one of the few cool-looking things in the episode. I mean, Deko's the one who tried to land a hit, so he deserves to be thrown into the fucking floor like that. Well, I liked episode 1. I haven't seen episode 2 yet, though, animated, don't you? So I can't comment on it. A little. I think he's going to train him a fuckload. I kind of wish we could see the training, though. Why is it happening off screen? That sounds like fun. I mean, that looks cool. I ain't going to lie. What the fuck? That feels like it could have potentially been like a 4, 5, 6 minute scene, and they just. Oh, the series is so fucking lazy, even with the training sequences. Because training sequences are a great way of building characters, seeing how they deal with adversity, seeing how they deal when they hit a bump in the road when it comes to realizing how weak they are. It's really sad to see that something potentially good was just rushed through. I mean, I like how Sabiiro is speaking nothing but facts, though, but damn. This episode somehow feels like it's going slow, yet super fast simultaneously, and for all the wrong reasons. Damn. I swear, the only character that's I actually like about Sabiiro though. He's like the only guy where I'm like, okay, I like him. But everyone else in this series sucks so far, unfortunately. No, the conquistadors don't look like they take any prisoners, though. Yeah! It's like the man said. They weren't going up against any normal conquerors. No, that's where he can fault himself for not being a better leader. But that's something Mogochi shouldn't do, though. He shouldn't be saying that he killed them, because the ones that killed them were the conquistadors. It wasn't him. But I do like this bit of character development from Mogochi, though, because at least now he's accepting responsibilities for his actions now. And that's the first step to getting into manhood. Pretty much admitting when you fucked up. Anime Doji, you know I'm going to try to watch every non-sequel, non-spin-off, so I'm going to sit through this series like a champ. Even though this series is... Oh, finally, we're having some blood! Yay! They're finally doing it. But even if I don't like it, I'm going to try to react to every episode of Anime Doji for this season. Just to say that I experienced this piece of crap Anime Doji from start to finish. I like how it looked like he punched him, yet somehow his head reverted. Where the fuck is the bruise mark? Yo! It looked like Deku didn't even punch the dude. Oh, man. This is definitely the textbook definition of lazy right here. Yay, flashback time. Hooray. Again, the backgrounds look pretty scenic. But my goodness, the character models look so fucking atrocious. CPR. Oh, man. I mean, hey, he has to do it to save another life. I mean, yeah, at least he was able to save himself, though. You get to also... Oh! Oh! I mean, I can see why Mogochi would be paranoid, though. Yeah, this epic-looking dude before he realizes he wake up. And I like this. At the very least, here it establishes that Mogochi had a sense of paranoia when it came to interacting with people when he was younger. In comparison to how he is now, where he looks like he's extrovert and he's got at least some charisma. I mean, Deku should try pointing to himself and saying that my name is Deku. I mean, that's what I would try doing in his situation, even though it probably wouldn't work. I swear, when he's staring around, Mogochi looks like a fucking robot. He doesn't even look fucking human. I mean, the dude came from being in, like, coming from the water, so I'd be damn surprised if he smelled like fucking roses and flowers. I mean, the flashback is... It's all right, Anime Doji. The flashback's not bad. It's okay. What's bad about this episode was the fight scene they had. In the first bit of the episode, the escaping sequence when Sabiiro rescued Deku and Magochi, and the scene where Deku punched Magochi in the face were all pretty bad, though. This flashback is okay. Nothing special, but nothing terrible. It's so-so, the flashback. But it's not exciting, though, either. Oh, looks like his memories are triggering back. And that shows you how much of a bro Deku is, because he will care about his friend even if he doesn't know anything about his past. There's something really beautiful about that. You really have friends that care about you that much, despite not knowing much of her background. That shows you. And I mean, this is actually a good scene for Deku. It shows you how much of a bro he is, for him to be willing to go that fucking far. Honestly, there really wasn't much Magochi could have done, because even if he was a more rational leader, there was no way he could have expected the conquistadors to have the equipment that they had. So he really couldn't have done much, if I'm being perfectly honest. It ain't like he could have predicted yeah, he probably could have prevented a few deaths, though, admittedly. But there's no use in crying over spilled milk. Now, that's a nice little visual shot, showing how vibrant the village was right before it got annihilated. Hey, you know, that's a good character for Deku, too. And admitting that they were both weak. Damn, okay, he's got a wiser head on his shoulder than I expected. No, this is fucking adorable. Aww. I like this. Shows you how much he really is a bro. And being your tears seeing one of his friends alive. That's sweet. I mean, hey, you know what? That's better than nothing, though. I mean, Hazagoshi did quite a bit. If anything, that's more than what Deku or even Magochi managed to accomplish. Oh, yeah, it would animate Doji. I mean, it's already bad enough with its non-recaps. The only thing you can do is just try protecting the villages that are left. That's the only thing Magochi can do. Not just like he has to get stronger. Oh, is Otogoshi going to give our boy some training too? I mean, I wouldn't mind him giving our boy training if it's done on screen, though. None of it's off-screen bullshit again. Huh. They're going to train like their life's bound, and that's my guess. Oh. Whoa, what the fuck? Wait, Subaru's of loyalty? Holy shit. But it shows you how much Magochi cares, though, in seeing him go this far. Okay, I gotta admit, this is actually not a bad scene. Probably legitimately like the only good scene in this piece of shit episode. Oh, wow! It took it like 19 minutes. To get a fucking good scene. Bravo. Bravo, Wrist and Armor. Is this going to make you get up to... Fuck no, it won't. Fuck no, it won't. But good scene, though. Good scene. Okay, I gotta admit, I always love me my fist bumps whenever I see two bros fist bump like that. It warms up my fucking heart seeing shit like this. Yeah, well, you read my mind, Anime Doji. I'm actually going to give this episode a 4 out of 10. You predicted what I was going to rate this because, honestly, while this episode was an absolute dumpster fire, it was less of a dumpster fire than episode number 1 because at least this episode didn't have as many action sequences to fuck up like episode 1 did. So that made it infinitely better than episode 1 could have ever hoped to be. That's why I'm gotta give this episode a high rating. Now, and saying that, the episode's still trash, though, and there's no denying that. And I'll explain why the episode was a piece of trash for those of you that are curious. Reason why the episode was a piece of trash is because despite what it did, it was bad just given the fact that during the episode, you had the antagonist act like a dumbass when he allowed Sabiiro to escape with Magochi and Deku with having both of the boys in his fucking arms. That is some stupid shit. I'm like, yo, if your conquistador is trying to take over massive amounts of land, you don't just let your potential opposition escape like that. That's fucking stupid. Oh, all this. The cast of the series. Yeah. No, I'm not excited for this shit. I wish I could go to the fucking vacation after watching this piece of shit. They don't even sound like they're into this. They sound like they're reading lines from a fucking script. These live action segments suck in comparison to the live action segments from better anime like Let's Make a Mug 2. That series had amazing live action segments. It's cool that they actually show the real coast, which is actually beautiful. Like, it's fucking gorgeous. But this is, this is kind of cool seeing how the actual beach looks like, I guess. You can just look at my face, how much I really want this shit to end already. It's like taking me all my willpower not to just say, fuck it, shut off the video, and just sleep and get ready for work tomorrow. But I'm a champion through this piece of shit episode, though. They tried. I gotta admit, though, the one on the left with the actors actually looks better than the anime shot. I really can't because all my PTA days were used up, Anime Doji, so I can't really go on vacation right now, even if I wanted to. Okay. But yeah, there were other bits in this episode that made it a piece of shit, though, aside from the scene where Sabiiro is allowed to escape with both of his boys. The other reason why this episode was a piece of shit is a pretty obvious one. Reason why is because almost every single scene in the fucking episode was dull. Like the action sequences, even the animation when blades collided with the sparks were cool. The action sequences were fucking boring because you can tell there was no effort put into them. It's like, dude, these animators even want to fucking work on this series? It seems like they don't, except for the background art. The background artists are like probably the only fucking people that actually give a shit. And also whoever fucking renders the food and the fucking animals, because I love the way the owl, the rabbit, and the cat were rendered in animation. So yeah, just those people gave it shit. Honestly, part of the reason why the script sucked is because they rushed through the training that they were going to receive from Sabiiro. Like, literally, that felt like it would have been important to watch, and it would have been interesting to watch, because maybe we could have seen maybe some comedic sequences, how Sabiiro acts when he's training other people, when he's trying to teach other people. It would have at least given him a lot of characterization. It would have given him depth as a character. But it looks like the series couldn't have even been bothered with that shit, because just skipped over almost everything that could have been interesting. And that's my issue with the series. My issue with the series is that you can tell the writers don't give a shit. The only good scene was when they were wanting to give a burial to the villagers that died. That was about the only good thing in this awful episode from a narrative standpoint. From a character standpoint, I'd say that's the only thing that's semi-decent. I like Subaru's charisma and how he gave facts to both Deku and Magochi, where it's like, yeah, it's their fault that people died because they were weak and they weren't smart enough. I like that. So I like how they faced reality. Don't worry, I'm going to watch a different anime so that I can get rid of this anime from my dreams for tonight. I'm going to probably react to Midori next. So this hopefully wiped the taste of this series. So yeah, that's the only good thing. Magochi acknowledging his mistakes in the second half of the episode and acknowledging that he does need to get stronger and that he can't stay the same. So I like that. Our boy wants to go through self-improvement. Same with Deku. I love how he acknowledges that he wasn't strong enough. And I love the characterization with Deku, where it shows you how happy he was to see his friends alive. That was really sweet. And I do like how when it comes to Subaru, it shows more than meets the eye, because he's going to want to utilize the boys for a grander purpose than what he's leading on. So that's another positive in the episode, and that's why I thought the episode did well from a character standpoint. At least Sabiiro was interesting. I also thought the voice acting in the episode was good. But yeah, overall, the episode was fucking trash, though, because despite some good character moments, for the most part, the episode was dull. The action sequences were dull. The visuals were dull. There was honestly not much here to like. And that's why I'm going to give the episode a 4 out of 10. But anyways, y'all, this series is starting me the fuck out. I would love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comments section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, or subscribe if you do not want to miss myself being tortured by episode number 3. Well, don't watch the series on OG. I'm only watching it so I can say I watched it, but you can drop the series. A lot of people already dropped the series after episode 1. I'm still championing through it just to see how bad it is. I mean, how much more bad it can get. But anyways, y'all, thank you again, OG, for sticking through, and everyone else, thank you very much for watching my video. Hope you have a fun, great, safe night, everyone, and thank you so much for watching, y'all. Bye-bye.